Manifest anything in 10 seconds. You are going to instantly shift to a vastly new parallel reality. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you resonate with this message, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and tap the bell icon. If you would like to work together, that information's in the description box below for you, as well as the link to my meditation channel. Okay, do you have 10 seconds? 10 seconds to do a process throughout your day? Well, you're only going to need seconds to do this process where you actually tap into a parallel version of you, a parallel timeline, and shift yourself there instantly. Anyone can do this because the fact is you're already doing this and you don't realize it. But usually you're shifting yourself to a pretty similar parallel reality over and over and over and over again. But you're going to use this 10-second technique to shift yourself to a vastly different reality, your chosen timeline. Like I said, you're constantly shifting parallel realities, okay? So there is no actual time, but how it seems like we're moving through time is because we're constantly shifting between billions of parallel realities every second. So it looks like things are shifting and changing in this one reality, but that's not actually the case. We essentially live in a multiverse, okay? And everything is existing here and now simultaneously. The past, the present, the future, all happening now. And every potential, every possible timeline, every possible reality, every manifestation, every desire is all here existing now. Every version of you, every version of your life. All realities exist. All potentials exist here and now, and you are multidimensional. When you make any change in the moment, when you make any change or different choice, take a different action, or you make a new assumption, or even you feel differently, you actually shift timelines instantly in the moment. Sometimes there's a little bit of an echo, right, of what has come before. But that's fine, okay? So even though you may not see changes in the physical projection, you are reality, right? You're the I am, and there's nothing out there. That's the projection of you, your consciousness. So even if you don't see the changes in the reflection and the projection instantly, that doesn't mean anything, because the shift and the change was instant. So when you do this 10-second process, I want you to know that you've instantly shifted. Doesn't matter how things look. Doesn't matter if it seems like everything kind of looks the same. Doesn't matter. It's an illusion, okay? You have shifted timelines. You're a different person. You're in a different parallel universe. Everything has changed instantly. So that's why when people make like an assumption in the moment, for example, and they're assuming that they have what they want or they are who they want to be, right? Or that it's done. If they're saying that with absolute, if they're saying it with feeling, or they're saying it with a knowing, right? That conviction, that knowing, that confidence of knowing that they are the I am, they instantly shift to that reality. Doesn't matter if things don't reflect that instantly. The shift to that timeline where everything in front of them has changed. All the pathway in front of them is completely different. That shift is instant. They are instantly that person. They're instantly in that body. And so they may find that their body starts to change or heal or improve or whatever because it's matching up with the new timeline and the new reality, right? They may see things that start to seem like they're changing outside of them, but really nothing changes in the reality you're in. You always shift to a new universe, a new world, a new version of your life, a parallel reality where everything's different. And so things start to shift and change to match up to that new picture, that new frame. And not just with an assumption, but with any change, any new choice in the direction of your desired reality, of your chosen timeline, right? Of what you want or who you want to be. Any change or choice or action or behavior or assumption or whatever in that direction places you instantly in that timeline. Your job is basically just not to go back to assuming you're still the old self and you're still in the old reality, because then you kind of place yourself in the illusion of that, even if you have changed. So if you can do, like, to the best of your ability, if you can not jump back to quickly assuming that you have the same issues, you're in the same reality, that you're the same person, if you can do that a little less, and you can trust in the process and know that you have shifted and that you're now a new person in a new reality, then you'll see the effects of that. As opposed to if you keep redefining yourself as the same, well, what are you going to get, since your reality is your assumptions? And if you're watching this video, and especially if this resonates with you deeply, I want you to know that you're not the same person that you have been, that you've been saying that you are, with the same past and the same problems and the same things to figure out, right? The personality, the identity that you have felt you've been wanting to shift out of, right? You're not that person anymore. That is no longer you. That's no longer your identity. That's no longer who you are. That's no longer your reality. But you must realize that. That's it. You must realize that you're not that person anymore. You're not. But you still kind of think you are, and you're carrying that around with you, wearing that outfit, wearing that identity, and so getting those same kind of reflections. But it's knowing that you're not that person anymore. You can drop that. You can change outfit. You can let that go. You're not that person anymore. You just need to realize it and accept that. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do anytime you need to or want to throughout your day, and do it as often as it feels good to you. You could do this for 10 seconds, you could do this for 15 seconds, 17 seconds, you could do it for 30 seconds, you could do it for a minute, you could do it for longer. Now it's really important to acknowledge and remember, you are not manifesting anything. You're not trying to get something, right? You're not coming from lack or separation. It's all here and it's already done. All you're doing is acknowledging that you're multidimensional, and that every other reality, every other potential, every other option exists here too. You are simply tapping into other realities and tuning yourself to that channel, tuning yourself to that frequency, and placing yourself there in the moment. Within seconds, you're there. You're not trying to get there. You're not doing this process to try and get there and try and be it and try and have it. You're acknowledging it's here, it's now, it exists, it's mine, it's within me, because I am reality, I am all that is. And all these timelines and parallel realities and parallel versions of you, by the way, they don't exist outside of you, right? There's nothing outside. These all exist within you. Okay, so own your power. You're tapping into this within yourself. It's all here and it's all yours and it's all done. But you're tuning yourself to that channel so that you can see it, so that you can live it, so that you can experience it. And you only need seconds to actually place yourself in that identity and in that timeline, in that parallel universe, a whole new and different universe. Basically, you're taking these 10 seconds or however long you want to do this for, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, to tap into it, to feel it, or to experience it within, whether you see it visually, whether you're in that body, in that reality, or whether you're simply tapping into the feeling. Just the feeling, right? The state of being is enough. It's all you need. But basically, you're just wanting to remember that all the channels, just like a TV has all different channels, and even if you're on one channel, all the other channels still exist that you can tune to and experience. So you're acknowledging that all the channels exist, all the realities exist, and you're simply taking 10 seconds or a little longer to place yourself there in feeling or in knowing. Again, you're just tuning yourself to that timeline, and not because you have to, not because you should, but because that's who you are and that's what you want, and you have that ability. If you knew right now, if you really knew and believe that you have, firstly, that you're multidimensional, and then also that you have basically magic powers, you have superpowers, wouldn't you want to use them? right? Wouldn't you want to be creative with them? Wouldn't you want to have fun with it? So that's why you're doing this. And just see it or feel it or remember it. Remember it because it's here. So you're remembering what's yours. You're remembering who you are and you're experiencing it. And in the moment that you feel any difference, even if it's like that confidence, that feeling of a calm confidence or a knowing, or if it's relief, or if it's excitement, or if it's joy, any kind of little shift in your state of being means that you have shifted timelines. So in the moment, you are now a different person. As you open your eyes, you are that person and you're in that reality. Even if you were imagining that you were somewhere completely different, doesn't matter, okay? Because the path in front of you has completely changed. Know that you have shifted timelines. And sometimes you'll even get little evidence pretty quickly to show you that you're in a new timeline, which could be that things have shifted or changed or people are reacting differently to you. Sometimes when I make a strong assumption or I do a process like this, or I make a decision to shift realities in the moment, I feel a little bit of dizziness. Like there can be just little things that could indicate to you, but you don't need anything outside of you to tell you that you have shifted. Know that if you do this process and you do it knowing that you have this superpower as the I am, that you did shift. Again, because any change creates a total change of everything instantly. And if you're doing this consistently throughout your day, you're consistently keeping yourself on that new timeline. You're training yourself into that new frequency. You're being that person. You're remembering who you are, as opposed to kind of returning to default or returning to the old identity and the same kinds of choices and feelings and actions and all of that. You're training yourself into something new consistently. You have access to these other dimensions, these other versions of Earth, these other versions of you, versions of your life, these other timelines, potentials, possibilities, desires, all of it. You have access to that at all times. So begin to use it in a fun and playful way. What this does is in the moment, because all frequency carries information, you're literally downloading a new version of you, a new version of your beliefs, like a version of a new program, right? A new set of beliefs. You're downloading a new identity. You're downloading a new life, and it literally downloads into your DNA. That's what's actually happening when you do this. You change everything about yourself. So imagine if you did this consistently, what would happen? You would be a completely different person. Again, you're not pretending anything because you're acknowledging it all exists. And I'm going to draw from this. I'm going to choose from this. I'm going to download this. I'm going to say that I am that person. I'm going to tap into it right now and download that personality and download the belief system they have. Download the confidence that version of me has. Download the ideas that version of me has, or the personality traits, or maybe they're really good at business or marketing and I'm downloading all of that. They have amazing beliefs around money. I'm downloading that. I am that person. Okay, so use this, try it out. Let me know how you go. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to share it, to like this video and subscribe. If you would like to work together, that information is in the description box below for you. Have an amazing day. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.